John, what are we doing out here? It's cold.
We have to get ready for the trip in case we have another Wolf Creek Pass scenario.
There wouldn't have been a Wolf Creek Pass if you just checked the weather at Pagosa Springs.
Well, yeah.
If I had a nickel for every time you mention Wolf Creek Pass.
All right, see, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, no.
And this, and we're never, ever going to talk about this.
Agreed.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Well, we wanted to open with a shout out to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Hey, Tulsa.
Apparently, there are two very active Spyder riding clubs out there, and we've heard from more Okies from Tulsa than any other spot in the U.S. Unfortunately, we're not going to have enough dinners in Tulsa to be able to meet up with each of you, so we thought we would try something different. So we are planning our first meetup for this trip at the Welltown Brewing?
Welltown Brewing in downtown Tulsa?
Downtown Tulsa. It will be Wednesday, May 11th from 4 to 6 p.m.
We hope. We have a lot of miles to put on the Spyder before we get there.
Yeah.
So if our schedule works right. And you know, I have this aversion to having a hard schedule for this trip because it just adds stress. But this is in the early part of the trip that we're okay with doing that.
And what we liked about this venue is it's downtown. There's a rooftop area that has a nice view of the city, so we thought that's where we would try to hang out in the rooftop area. Easy to find us. There's a parking garage across the street.
Well, it's not a parking garage, it's a large parking lot.
Oh, okay, large parking lot. So I hope, we don't know anything about Tulsa. Hopefully this is a good choice, but give us some feedback if you think that'll work for you. I'm sorry it's in the middle of the week that we're just going to be in Tulsa a brief time, but we're hoping that with this much notice, maybe you could adjust your schedule and come out. We really hope to meet as many of you as we possibly can on this trip.
Yeah, because that's something I pointed out that the trip we did in 19, I really, really regret not doing, and that's having as much conversation with other folks. It was like I spent the time either on the Spyder or in a hotel room.
Yeah, and you know what? We've never met a Spyder rider that we didn't like.
That's true.
This is such an awesome community.
Yeah.
So, did you want to talk about the rental?
Yes, I've been asked a lot about renting Can Am Spyders. What are the options available? There used to be a place, I don't know why I'm bringing up something that doesn't really exist anymore, called an Eagle Rider franchise, and they used to be all over the country. You could rent a variety of motorcycles. They still exist, but they don't do the Spyder. I reached out to them a couple of years ago, and they said they discontinued the Spyder line because of a lack of demand. There is one dealership in New Jersey that does rent the Can Am Spyder. If you want to go to New Jersey, but that's your call. There is also a place in the Smoky Mountains. They have two outlets in the southern end of the Smoky Mountains, one on the Tennessee side, one on the North Carolina side, and I'll put the comments somewhere here on the screen to list the name and the website for that company. They rent Can Am Spyders. There is also a new facility that's come up. It's an online place, very similar to the Airbnb concept, the Uber concept. It's motorcycle sharing, and I'll put the link up here. They have a variety of Spyders. The way this works, these are private owners of assorted Spyder products who actually rent their Spyders out to the public. Now, I went into the website. There's some insurance. There's information on insurance. It's not very clear whether or not you're covered or whether you're not covered on the for writing a rental through this platform.
Might need your own coverage.
Yeah, I think there is. But, you know, do your own due diligence before you go out and take somebody else's Spyder out. But this is a great opportunity for those of you who are on the fence, are thinking, I just want to give it a shot to see if it's something we want. So that opportunity has now come available.
That's great. That's great that there are more ways to try that. Try the Spyder out.
Absolutely. And now Miriam has an idea.
You know, that's dangerous. Every now and again I have an idea, so I wanted to throw one out there. I know a lot of folks like to collect postcards, and last summer we realized how much it meant to some of our family members when we made a point of sending them postcards when we were out in Wyoming and Montana. So I thought, hey, that's a way to engage our viewers. So if you're someone who would like to have us send you a postcard while we're on this trip, if you could jot us a quick email to asphaltodyssey@gmail.com, and you're going to put that on the screen for us, right? And just, you know, with the subject of postcard, and if you have, you know, if you really want a postcard from Arizona, you know, put that and your mailing address. And I'm going to do my best to fulfill those requests while we're on the trip. Now, what my thought is that I am hoping that some of our international viewers will be interested in a postcard. So if there's a tremendous response, I may have to cut it off to a certain number. I guess I'll draw names out of a hat or something like that. But I'm going to do my best to send as many international postcards as I can and as many U.S. postcards as I can. So jot us a line and let us know if that appeals to you at all. We just want you to feel like you're part of this trip, because it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing for us.
And I've always hated that phrase, once in a lifetime. But we're collecting birthdays. We've collected a lot of birthdays, and what the future will hold for us, we don't know. We don't know if we'll be healthy enough to make another trip like this in the future, or whether or not we'll be financially able. This is a significant trip of time and financial resources. We recognize that not very many people have this opportunity, and we feel incredibly blessed that we have the opportunity to do this.
Yeah, so you did promise me spa days.
I promised her spa days. And we will not give away, sell your information.
Oh, no.
It goes in our personal database that we maintain, and you don't have to worry about that. We're not going to bombard you with mailings. So asphaltodyssey@gmail.com, and that's really a great way to communicate with us always. You know, Messenger is okay, but we're still having some problems retrieving all of our messages. So Gmail is what we're going to focus on. So asphaltodyssey@gmail.com. So, even the YouTube comments, I don't understand what's going on with those. I will get notification that we've got some comments. I'll open the link and I'll get part of a comment, but then when I go to YouTube to look at the actual comments, they're not there.
Yeah, so Gmail works.
Yeah, if it's something important, shoot us an email.
Yeah.
Well, we're slowly making progress and getting things ready. You know, if nothing else, we've got the trip outline. So, and gosh, I'm almost packed, and we're still 2 months out. I've got boxes of stuff. It's almost like a military deployment. I've got, you know, food here, clothing here, this equipment over here. But it's coming into place, and I don't know about you guys, but planning the trip is almost as much fun as executing the trip.
Yeah, we're excited, and we're excited to have you tag along.
Yes. So until next week, guys.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Get gone.